I'm Tony, and today we're going to talk about how to hang a quilt. Whether you made a quilt, you were gifted one, you inherited one that was passed down, there's many ways that you can display your quilts other than putting them on a bed. So today I'm going to go through all of those different methods. We're going to talk about them, and I'll make sure that if links are available, I'll put links down below so that you can check them out for yourself. So let's get started and hang some quilts. The first method that we're going to talk about for displaying your quilt is the classic quilt rack. This may be what you think of when you think about classic quilts being displayed. I remember when I was a little girl visiting my grandmother, and she would have these really pretty old antique wood racks that she would have her quilts hung over. And it's super easy to use a quilt rack. All you do is you fold your quilt and you hang it over top of there. There are two different types of quilt racks that I have seen. The first is your hanging quilt rack that goes on the wall. This is your quilt rack that just has a bar, and you hang your quilt on there, and it may have a shelf that you could put little knickknacks and other things on. The other type of quilt rack, which is the more traditional one, is the floor quilt rack. You can display a few quilts, you can show some things off, and they can come in all sorts of different materials and sizes. So I have linked down below my two favorite versions of the shelf rack and the quilt rack, so you can take a look at them for yourself. Now let's talk about ways that you can actually hang the full quilt itself from the wall. So let's say if you actually want to display the entire quilt. It may be an heirloom, it may be an art quilt, it may be something that you made. There's a few ways that you can do this. The easiest ways, of course, are the classic ways, which are the thumbnail to put it into the quilt, into the wall. I am not a big fan of that one because you put holes in the quilt. It kind of defeats the purpose of not damaging the quilt. Along the same token, you have the removable mounting squares. So anything that is a 3M product, mounting like this, stuff like that. You can mount these and put it directly onto the wall. And then you don't have to worry about drilling into the wall, things like that. You can use this directly onto the quilt, as long as your quilt is clean and it'll stick to it. Hopefully it's not going to leave any residue, so you won't have any problems. By the same token, you can use these with the hooks instead of a permanent mount to hold a bar, a curtain rod. This is how, if you go to a quilt show, if there's any quilts hanging against on the wall, this is what they're doing. They're using these mounting strips, using their curtain rods for the different hooks onto there. Speaking of curtain rods, our next method is the sleeve method. I do have a video teaching you how to make a quilt sleeve, and it's something that you can do yourself on a finished quilt, or if you're making a quilt right now, you can actually include it in there. This quilt sleeve was actually sewn into the quilt whenever I bound it. As you see, you've got a nice little sleeve in here, and it matches the backing fabric. The quilt that I did in the video shows you how to put it on after the fact, after it's already bound. But of course, I also explain how to do this part. So what you do is you take your curtain rod, you put it in your quilt, just like that, and then hang it up on the wall. Just like that. And as you see, the curtain rod allows it to stay flat. It allows it to show it off. And this is using the sleeve method. My favorite method is the hook method, which is exactly how all of these quilts are being hung on the wall behind me. All I do is I have a curtain rod that's mounted into the wall up top outside of the area that you can see on the camera. And I use these hooks right here. These are laundry hooks. So these laundry hooks allow me to take the hook, put it on top of the quilt, and then turn and then hang it on the bar up top. Now, these laundry hooks don't come like this. The laundry hooks actually go straight out this way. So I had to turn these hooks myself. I put them inside a vice grip, and then I took pliers and then turned them the way that I needed them to go. So keep this in mind if you want to do this laundry hook method, is that you do not have, they don't come exactly like they are. The other ways you can use hooks, so let's say if you want to use hooks, but you don't have a vise to turn these laundry hooks. They also make these curtain rod hooks. Oops. And I actually normally don't use them, so which is why they're like this. So they come like this. So all you do is you take the circle, just like if you were putting a curtain on here. Oops, I think I actually have to. I've never used these before. Can you tell? There we go. And they're free on here just like this. And then you can take it and clip it onto the quilt instead of the curtain. Just like that. So you see, that's another way for it to hold off of here. Now, let's say if you're like, Tony, that's great, but all I have are these S hooks. I don't want to have to go to the store and buy curtain things or laundry hooks or anything else. I just have S hooks. Well, you can make that work too. As you see here with that quilt that's still hanging up into the quilt down below, or let's say if you want to do this method where you want to hang multiple quilts, all you do is you put binder clips. These are just regular binder clips that are hanging from this quilt. And I've taken my laundry hooks and hung it just like that. Whoops. I think I didn't put it. Yeah, I need to have it through both of them. There we are. And it's just a matter of getting it spaced. There we are. And getting it spaced out so it lays. So these are binder hooks, and you can use these with the clamps or with these. Now let's say if you're like, well, Tony, what can I do up top? Same thing. You take your S hook, you hang it on here onto your bar. This one's actually too thick for this S hook. You have to get wider S hooks for that, for the bar. And then you take the clamp and just like that, you hang it. So you actually need a couple binder clips in order to do that, in order to grab it on top. See, just like this. So just like you saw me do it. So it's grabbing onto the quilt and hanging from the S hook. The hanging from the wall method that's preferred by a lot of quilters is the clamp method. Clamps are these really amazing things that actually drill into your wall, just like a curtain rod would, and they hold the quilt into place and make it nice and pretty. There's two different types of clamps. You have one that goes all the way across, and then you have the ones that really just grab on in sections. I personally prefer the ones that grab on into sections because it's easier to mount, it's easier to make sure that it's level, and I think it's prettier and shows off the quilts better. However, it's your decision. If you go with the clamp method, there's quite a few different ones that you can pick from. Of course, my favorite one I have linked down below. Last, but certainly not least, a method that not a lot of people actually think about is framing. If you have a smaller quilt, you can definitely take a frame, put it in the frame, and then hang it on the wall. If there's a smaller art quilt, or even those large shadow box frames for a medium-sized quilt. Framing is definitely an easy way to get it displayed and hung up. I would not advise framing though for heavier quilts, only for either the lighter quilts or for smaller art quilts. And that is all the ways that I know of hanging a quilt, or displaying a quilt, I really should say. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned how to hang your quilts. Don't forget to like this video, follow my YouTube, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my Facebook group, Quite Nerdy Quilters, Pinterest. I always forget that one because I hardly do anything on there. And don't forget about Twitch. I now live stream here on YouTube and on Twitch both. So if you want to sew with me live, pop on into one of my live streams and let's hang out together.